Hey guys, it's me, Shiglu. Hi. Sorry. Hey! So, after 5 years, Starbomb is back, and I got to animate their newest music video. This is the behind-the-scenes video for that music video, for their song, Nintendo Online's Greatest Announcement. So, I'm gonna show you how I came up with all the ideas for this, the storyboards, everything else. So yeah, this will be like a fast, fun facts kind of video, Nintendo Direct style. So, here we go. I spent over 350 hours on this video. That's my first fact. It took a long ass time. This video contains lots of references to the Whisper song by the Yin Yang Twins, like Aaron whispering directly into the woman's ear, and the outfit Stan and Aaron are wearing. I was originally gonna have this as the cover art for the song, but it got rejected since Ninja Brian apparently canonically never closes his eyes. So I made another one with his eyes open, which got rejected ultimately because it never happens in the video. Bummer. To all the people in the comments that say this looks like a Smiling Friends animation, I worked as a storyboard director and an animation director on Smiling Friends, so that's probably why. I designed the woman in this video, Kiara, a few years ago when Aaron asked me to design characters for his pilot, Happy Land Incorporated, which I didn't actually end up doing, but I had already drawn some ideas for it, and I liked this design but never got to use it, so I did here. In my original storyboards during the ninja fight scene, I literally wrote, "Pretend this is really epic," and genuinely considered leaving it in the final product because I thought it was funny. This actually isn't the first Starbomb song I've animated. I tried making an unofficial Starbomb video for Minecraft is for Everyone in 2014, but I never finished it. And that's probably a good thing, because it most likely would have looked something like this. I was young. The Dan that flies out of the window is actually the Danikin, which is the puppet that they use in the NSP videos when Dan has to do a dangerous stunt, like falling off a cliff or getting hit by a car. These are all the GIFs that I used to rotoscope all the dancing sequences during the instrumental sections. For the poses during the fight scene, I referenced this video that I found on YouTube. I'll link it in the description. I animated all the pixel art in A-Sprite, but I had never actually done pixel animation before this. The only pixel art I ever did was in Microsoft Excel, and maybe if you count bead art. This video originally had 3 different color schemes. I kept asking my colorist Dan, who's at Shuppy on Twitter, to help me make new color schemes, and it would take me ages to change to the new one since I had already started coloring each time with the new colors. So for the games, Squimble 2 is based off Kablooey, which is an actual game that's on Nintendo Online. Look at this game. Also, I have some concept sketches here. Ronnie's Barnyard Tussle is based on Pit Fighter. And the starting screen is based on Punch-Out. Here's some more concept sketches. Shave the Cat is actually not based on a game. It's actually based on this. Pillow Fight Simulator was at some point going to be about a pillow with arms and legs, but I thought it would be funnier to just have a huge arm come out and punch children. Banana Bazaar is a semi-reference to the video Whose Toes Are Those?, which is one of my favorite videos here.
Whose toes are those? Who's that great ape right there?
And he like turns to the screen like an Oblivion character.
Is it dinner time? Oh, I think it is. I think it is.
I just love the way he freaks the fuck out at this. Also, at the end of the extended version, he reaches out of the screen to grab the player. Mattel's Barbie's Adventures in Toledo, Ohio actually has an extended version as well, where she flies home in a plane at the end. Also, apparently Carl's Jr. is called Hardee's in Ohio. Oops. Also, this is based on Barbie from the Commodore 64. Diarrhea Warrior is kind of obviously based on Castlevania. In the extended version, he gets different power-ups that changes his shit. So the ice cream makes him have liquid shit, and the spicy wing gives him rocket fire shit. Cuck Hunt is based on Duck Hunt, and has the flash sensor which CRTs use to see if you are aiming in the right spot. You can see it for like a few frames here. Mecha Lawyer is just Gundam Ace Attorney. I specifically used reference of a Gundam that I had to draw these, and if you don't know, it's Phoenix Wright and Godot. The video game version of I Saw the Sign is one of the ones I was like, how am I gonna make a game out of this? So the background has like pixelated version of the actual music video, and then she's picking up the sign at the end. And in the storyboards, there is a reference to Pets Cop. So if you know what that is, then that's kind of cool. Super Plurm is a weird one because that game just existed already. I don't know why they included it, because everyone already knows about Super Plurm, and like it's pretty well liked. So I'm not sure I understand it. Also, I specifically asked Aaron for live action footage of his mouth for the parts that he says plurm, so that's Aaron's actual mouth of that part. Toad's Alimony is just Super Mario Bros. 2, but at the end I had Toad lying and like questioning his life choices in bed, which is a reference to the ending of Mario Bros. 2, where Mario is sleeping in bed. Mario Teaches Wiping is a parody of Mario Teaches Typing. The drawing of Mario that I had in the video is verbatim just an exact copy of a sketch that I drew on paper for this. Yoshi's Tax Shelter is based on Yoshi's Cookie, except he's filling out a 1040. You can see he's filling out his name and address before he gets carried off. A cool part about this one is that for the part where they're showing the manual, I literally used this image deep fryer to make the frames of Aaron look like they were printed by the world's shittiest, worst printer. Russian Surrender was originally going to be Putin looking depressed at a bar with a bear comforting him, because originally the punchline for Toad's Alimony was going to be Toad at a bar, so it would have been like a callback joke, but I changed the end of Toad's Alimony to be a reference to Super Mario Bros. 2. So instead, for Russian Surrender, I just did Tetris and had the Kremlin being nuked in the background. So for Squark, I had to write an entire fake Wikipedia article, which I actually based off the Mario Wiki. I'm going to put it here and pause it so you can read it. The design of the goofy-looking yellow dude at the end with the acorn actually came from a doodle my roommate made. I was watching him draw and thought that character would be great to put in the video because he kind of looked like a shitty off-brand Pac-Man. So I asked him if I could use it, and we basically agreed that I could if I paid him $3 for it. But also, I used the text tool at the end to animate Aaron, which is the only time I've ever used text to animate. So that was pretty cool. So this fun fact is more of like a cool story. The day after I finished the music video, I went to a twerp concert where Brian, aka Trey Magnifique, was performing, and he was very funny. There was one part where he asked a volunteer to come up on stage, and he called this woman up to teach her how to dance like a jazz musician, except he only told her to stand still, and then he started playing, and then he proceeded to play his saxophone directly into her ear for an entire song. Anyway, after the show, Brian was signing autographs, and so I waited in line, and I got to meet him, and basically I told him who I was, and that I just made the next music video for Starbomb, and he was like, no way, and that was pretty cool, because it was like I was fanboying, and he was excited to see the video. We even elbow bumped. I know, so cool. So, that's pretty much all the fun facts I have for this video. Thank you, Starbomb, for letting me animate this crazy video, and thank you, viewer, for watching. If you like the Starbomb video, you'll probably like this Mario rap video that my friend and I made. I even rap as Toad in it. I'll link that and the Starbomb song at the end. Go stream farm them both. Just have them on loop. Thanks! Bye!